Oh, hello, hello. How is everybody? Good. I think we're almost cursed on Wednesdays. You want to know? That's what I'm starting to think. Hello and welcome to this Xbox Life episode 344, building a better future together. I am one of your hosts, Brun BJ Swick 33. Along with me, we have video of the other two hosts this week. Rob,
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Rob, also known as Presar. Hello, hello, hello.
and back this week, everybody can see his beautiful face, Mark.
Hey everybody.
Wingman 709. So,
Yeah,
He's
something
so
like that.
yeah.
he's so dreamy.
Yeah. So, time to cheer him up. So, how's your guys' Wednesday? It's been a rough start for us today
Yeah,
already, with you being out of internet and then
yeah.
losing power and this and that, and Wing lost track of time. So,
Who lost power? You lost power?
well, your MiFi or
Oh,
whatever lost power.
oh yeah.
So, but we are here. So we're running behind. So let's get started. And we're
This
starting.
just proves this just proves through all sorts of adversity, we come together to bring the show to
Yes,
everybody.
building a brighter future together.
Yes. Unite.
Yes. So
Fist.
there you go. So what you guys been playing? Rob, you first.
Sure. For me, it's been more of the Wolfenstein Old Blood. I've just been talking about this last couple of weeks. Fantastic game. I love it. Very entertaining, and I'm thinking I'm fairly close to the end, and I'm actually kind of disappointed. Just I don't want it to end. I just want the fun to keep going. So that means I might have to replay. But yeah, just that's been I think about it for me. Nothing. I don't think I played anything else.
All right. Well, this week I've played Destiny. So the new
Destiny's Child and your CD player.
yes, exactly. My favorite band of the 90s. Nope, played Destiny, the new DLC, if you want to say, dropped. I have a hunter or my warlock is 33. I could be 34 this weekend with him. And I have a titan who was like a 26, and I'm up to like almost a 30. Um, Gotten pretty lucky with some just running him, getting drops and getting equipment to boost him up. So, and then my buddies from work ran the lamps in Crota, and I'm just like, oh, please give me like gauntlets or chest. I ended up getting gauntlets. I was like, yes, and I jumped up, so I was pretty happy there. So hopefully I'll have two characters that'll be 34 within the next couple weeks. But I was actually lucky enough to play with somebody else in the room here, which I'm sure he's going to talk about. So, but that's that's all I played was Destiny. That's all I had time for. So, Mark,
Yeah, I played Destiny. I'm not sure
yay!
why. I guess just because I paid for that stupid DLC. Figured I might as well try to get some money's worth out of it. So
Wait, is
I
that
played it with you.
Destiny's Child in your iPod?
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
Just wondering.
I finally got to level 30 on my first character. It sounds pathetic. Um, I don't know. As many hours I got in that game, I can't believe it took that long to get to freaking level 30. So, anyways, enough of that. Yes, I played it. I also played Neverwinter. Of course, it's the only game worth playing right now.
Never heard of
So,
it.
yeah, right. So I've got up to level 46. I just hit
Hmm.
um, just a little bit ago, right before I all of a sudden found out it was oh, it's time to record. So, so that's where I'm at with that. So
How how
thinking about,
how many
huh?
how many levels does Neverwinter have? Like how high can you
60.
go? Was it cap out at 60 right now?
Yes.
Are they hopes or dreams of DLC or anything to raise that
Six
cap?
DLC packs coming in before the end of the year.
Oh,
All free. I don't
nice.
know if any are going to raise the level cap, but probably.
I imagine so.
So,
That's cool. All
but
free DLC, right?
it's all free.
Ah,
Free games, free to play.
yeah, that's awesome.
and it's not pay to win either. I mean, it's all pay for like, miscellaneous type stuff if you want.
Mm-hmm.
You can play it without paying any money.
Yeah.
So,
Pretty
but
cool.
I always encourage, if you like the game. I mean, I gave them some money myself, but I refuse to pay $30 for a mount. They can jump right off a freaking cliff.
Was that a horse?
Yeah, horse, cat, dog, bear, whatever. But
Oh.
it's an animal that you ride. But people can say, "Well, you would have paid $60 for the game." You know what? If this game, their in-game items are so expensive.
Mm.
If this stuff was cheaper, like $5 for a mount, I would have bought a mount a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that everything is so expensive to purchase, that's what keeps me from supporting them. It's just I'm not paying $30 for a stupid cat that I ride. Yeah, it would speed up my character and moving. It would be great. I want one. I really do.
Right.
I'm not willing to pay. I was looking at it last night. I was talking to Old Man from Mars and Monkey Punch, and we were on a party. We were all playing, and I was just in the store, and I'm just like, my gosh, this stuff is crazy expensive. It's insane. So that's my only real complaint is, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's not a complaint because you can play the game for free, but it's like I want to support them, but I don't want to. I just can't get around like paying $35 for a cat that you ride. And I can look at it and say, well, I've only paid $35 for this whole game, but I can't. It's like for some reason I can't take my mind and look at it in that aspect.
Right.
Now, if it was like $5 for this, $2 for that, $3 for this, I probably would have given them $200 by now. Those cheap things will get you. When they're super expensive, then I'm like, then I start thinking about it, and I'm like, no, I don't think I want to.
Yeah.
So,
It's like somebody releasing a $15 game on iOS. It's just like
exactly.
It's like with all the 99 cents, $2.99, $4.99 games that are out there, anything above $4.99 is just kind of like, ooh,
Yeah.
well, why do that? And they're all Square Enix games that are like, they're all like, hey, Final Fantasy IV, $16. I'm like, what? So
Pre-order for $79.99 and get an extra skin.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I saw you pre-ordered a game this
Oh,
week,
man.
and all the Facebook talk.
Yeah, I Neverwinter really has done a good job in the fact. Here's the sad thing. I'm talking about I want to give money to the developers of Neverwinter.
Oh yeah, that's
But what has happened is because their stuff is so expensive that I just gave $80 to I don't know who makes it. Whoever makes Elder Scrolls Online. They just got $80.
In BioWare, Elder Scrolls.
I don't think it's BioWare, is it? I will have to look it up. I don't know. I didn't really pay attention, and I've never played an Elder Scrolls game before.
Elder Scrolls Online. D. Prescott. Oh, speaking of D. Prescott,
So
I sent you multiple messages to play a game.
It's Bethesda software.
Oh, Bethesda.
The developer, that's the publisher, and the developer is ZeniMax. So they just got $80 from me, where Neverwinter has only gotten $10 out of me. So it's kind of sad because I really like Neverwinter and I want to give them more money, but no way am I paying that much money for something.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't know. So
do you think that they're just basically trying to hedge, like, if this person's going to buy only one thing, we're going to recoup as much as we can from them? Are they betting on people buying only one thing or something?
I don't know, man. People are spending the money, and I mean that's cool. I like that, but it's like I really think that they would have more sale. I don't know. You got to look at it. If you get a few people buying expensive stuff, you're going to make so much. If you have and if you make it cheaper, it's going to take a lot more people to get to that point. But I would think that eventually you would surpass, because you'd have people like me who'd be like, yeah, I'll drop a couple bucks here or there because, I don't really care about a few bucks. And before you know it, you're like, I've spent 500 and what on this game, because you don't even pay attention.
Yeah.
But I was looking yesterday to get a mount and they wanted $35. I was like, that just, doesn't
Yeah.
compute in my brain. I just
Does
I
not compute.
can't do it, man.
My thing is if I spent $30 on a mount, I'm gonna buy one mount, right? But if the mounts were $5 a piece, I may buy all of them. You know what I mean? And because then I wouldn't feel guilty if I had a mount for a little bit and then I changed it and then I changed it back and so on and so forth. But if for 30, I'm not buying two mounts for $60. You know, it's like I'm buying one and that's all I'm getting. You know,
So,
you think of it like the when you go to the like Walmart or like shopping center, like grocery store or something like that. All the candy and stuff's right there by the register. You know, and there it's all $1 here, $1 there. Like how many people pick things up there that they didn't go in the store for, but they just grabbed it there. Yeah, that's the whole point of
that
it.
impulse buy.
Yeah, there you go, impulse buy.
Oh my gosh, I'd be impulse buying like crazy in this game. Even like they keep dropping these fell dragon lock boxes, and you got to buy a key, and a key to open one of those is about $1. I don't know. You get 9 keys for $10.
Oh, okay.
So you can open up 9 of these. These things drop all the time. It's like their way of enticing. It's like purple and gold, and ooh, you're gonna get rare items. And well, I spent $10, opened up 9 of them, and got nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, and that was my first
geez.
experience. And I'm like, oh, I mean, I got stuff, but I'm like, there's nothing. I got no like rare weapon, or I didn't get a mount. I bought it because it said you could get mounts in there. I was hoping to pull a mount out of one of them. So, and these things drop. You get like, I've had hundreds of these boxes. They drop all the time. And that's a way of them constantly trying to get you to buy something. And then another annoying thing is anytime somebody on your instance opens up one, it flashes across your screen. So-and-so got something from a fell dragon lockbox. So they're constantly like advertising what other people are getting. I'm like, I don't even care. And it's not even people I know. It's just
That's like the
anybody in the
casino.
world.
Right.
Yeah, it's really annoying. So essentially what has happened is I'm still playing, but on June 9th, I will probably be done, and I will switch over to Elder Scrolls Online, and which I have paid $80 for. And that's pretty sad. It's like this game, and I've talked to a lot of people about should I go into Elder Scrolls, because this is like new for me to play this type of game. This is really new, and I'm like really worried. I've been watching Twitch shows and stuff of people playing on the PC, and I finally was talking to Old Man from Mars, and I'm just like, dude, you know me pretty well. I'm new to this. I said, and I know you're an Elder Scrolls like, and this guy puts hundreds of hours into stuff, and I'm just like, I need you to take a step back from like the fanboy excitement of it. So, and it's hard to ask someone because people that love this game are going to be like, oh, that's great. You got it. You're going to love it no matter what. But that's just because they love it.
Right.
They're not taking into
It's hard to be
consideration-
objective.
Yeah. They're not looking at it like, well, all right, well, Mark is not a gamer. He's not into the RPGs. He just played his first one and he actually kind of liked it. You know, does he want to drop a bunch of coin on a new one? You know, and Old Man did that for me. He, we had a nice conversation. He talked about the differences where he thought that I would like Elder Scrolls better for certain. And he justified, like, here's why I think you might like it better, So I'm like, and after talking with him, and I'm just like, all right, I'm going to try it. I'm going to go ahead and go for it. So I did. It's all downloaded, ready to go on June 9th.
It would be nice if, since they are like a no subscription, it's not, I wouldn't call it a free to play, but they got rid of their subscription in the game.
No, not really. There is a subscription option still.
Well, I'll let you explain that in a second.
It's not required.
The one thing I would have been nice to see is like, come download it. We'll let you play to level 2, 5. I mean, it doesn't have to be that much for people to get a taste of it. And then be able to then go purchase it, because the $80, $60, $70, $80, it's kind of like, definitely when we're digital. I mean, I may go rent it, try it out that way. That's kind of what I'm going to be doing, is like any game that I've been thinking about buying, I'm going to go rent, because I made the mistake of, buying Battlefield Hardline because I'm a Battlefield fan. I wasn't going to buy it day one. I didn't. Then I go out and buy it, and now the game is like dead already. Like you can't find anybody playing it, and you know people are always talking about it and stuff. And then Battlefield 4 comes out, puts out a patch, spring patch over the weekend, and like the servers just fill up again, and it's
Whoops.
crazy. Yeah, and I was just like, oh, you guys are killing each other. Good job, you know. So
Yeah.
but yeah, and one thing I was going to say before you mention the subscription thing is that whole $30, $5 thing. Like the problem I see them doing is they're going to be like, okay, now let's have a sale on our mounts, and we're going to make them $4.99. But the problem is, you're already past that point. You're past the excitement. You're past that impulse buying moment. You know what I mean? The longer they wait, the more their players are past that moment. So, when they go on sale, is everybody going to be like, oh, man, I'm already level 60? You know, and you know, ESO came out, you know, has come out and stuff like that. I imagine some people will still buy it, but it's like, you know, they've lost you. Right? So, but, yeah, crazy. Twitch is buffering every 5 seconds. Anyone else having this? Try to refresh. I do not have the beta, whatever their minimal buffering thing or whatever that they were going to have, like the streaming stuff that Twitch is working on. I can't think of what I'm thinking of right now. The 8 seconds, they were trying to limit that 8-second delay.
Yeah.
Like the delay. I do not have the delay running, or the delay beta running this episode. Just to make sure that there wasn't any issues. And we are not running from France. We are running from Virginia. So, but no, I don't know if anybody else is having it. Devo, maybe try refreshing. So
Yeah, I mean, Twitch has
Twitchy.
got issues. Almost 99% of the time, it's from their side.
yeah.
So just
But,
log out, log back in, and a lot of times that'll clear it up. So, but as for the subscriptions, I was looking at it before, and now I can't find it. So, yeah, the subscription is not required.
Mm-hmm.
But there is, and I'm still trying to find it. Okay, so they do have, I think there's 3 different levels. So there's like a 30-day where essentially they're all the same, with the exception that if you do a 30-day renewal, you get like 1,500 crowns, which I guess is kind of like the in-game currency to buy stuff. So you get 1,500 crowns at the beginning of every 30-day time frame. And then you get 10% like XP boost, 10% gold fine, stuff like that. There's, I can't remember. Oh, this might be it.
D. Prescott, Elder Scrolls Online.
So there's like 4 things that you get like a 10% boost with. And then if you do the 90-day renewal, then it's like 4,500 crowns every 90 days. And then if you do the 180 days, it's like 9,000 crowns at every beginning of every 180 days.
Hawk has
then you
obviously
pay-
played this a lot on the PC. So
He's a Hawk. He talks a big game. He's only got like 1 or 2 hours into this game. He's only got like 2,000-3,000 hours.
he's like, I'm transferring all my people. Inspiration, you know, he's like talking about it, and he's obviously a big fan. So I don't know.
He said up there 131 days invested in the game at 24 hours. That's 3,144 hours in the game.
No, that's nothing. I thought he. Never mind.
Yeah, he's talking like he's an expert.
I thought you were a player, Hawk.
So,
Do
Yeah.
do you sleep? Do you sleep?
he said he plays 8 to 10 hours a day. But I mean, you think about it, that's what a lot of these like Twitch streamers who get paid to just play on Twitch.
Yeah.
That's what they do all day for their job. So, but anyways, I will create a guild or a clan or whatever it's called in Elder Scrolls Online for this Xbox Live. You can be into up to 5 guilds or clans, so you can join us and others as well. But so look for that shortly after there. As soon as I can get to the point where I can create it, I will do that, and I will announce it in the Facebook group. But enough of that.
Cool. All right. Well,
Hey, I just want to add one thing about the $30 mount. So scratch the mount. Just forget about the mount. and for $25 you can get Wolfenstein: The New Order and the Old Blood. So $5 less, you get 2 games. Win, win. Who cares about the mount?
It's not a win-win. I have the first game and it sucks.
It does not.
Why would I want to pay money to get the second one?
It does
I
not.
didn't
It's
like it.
best game ever.
Oh, we will agree to disagree.
Huck says 10 people needed for Guild Bank and 50 people needed for Guild Store.
Well, we'll have no problem getting 10 people. So,
Yeah.
50. I don't know if what was it? We had several hundred in our GTA 5.
Oh, yeah, that was getting crazy.
Oh,
Some of
we
them
had
I
a
didn't
lot.
even
We had a
know.
lot. We had several hundred in our Forza,
Yeah.
even.
Yeah. We had several hundred in GTA, and here I'm sitting in there, and a guy runs in. I'd never seen him before, comes up and shoots me, and I'm just like, gone. I was like, not going to have that. It's like, do you know who you just shot? You're out of here. But,
Maybe he did.
yeah, exactly. Maybe I was like, I don't want to be in this anymore.
You didn't like Destiny. Boom! That's what's going to happen to me and ESO. We'll get the people coming in there. You didn't like Destiny. Or
You didn't like Wolfenstein.
How dare you didn't like Wolfenstein, yeah.
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein. All right, Ron.
All right, moving on. Some general announcements. We are on Patreon. It's patreon.com/thisxboxlife. Go and support us there. Or if you would like, you can leave a one-time tip, but you can do that one-time tip as many times as you want at twitchalerts.com/donate/thisxboxlife. So helping, we're almost completed with getting our audio equipment right. We're getting pretty close.
Getting there.
Yeah, getting there. So with the support,
Rob's the last one.
Yep, we are greatly appreciate it. It's fantastic. Hopefully the audio and stuff is sounding much better, and I forgot to kick off Audacity today. Darn it.
Better hope our recording works.
Yes, I know. Like I said, 15 applications running on my machine right now.
No, there's 14 now.
Yeah, well, yeah, thanks.
Or there should have been 16.
Yeah. So, all right. Round table time. So I know we spent some good time in the games there. Before we do the first topic, I kind of want to move that to last. Is that okay with you guys? Move the first one to last? No?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can. We can do that.
And actually I want to go in reverse order. So I put in here the whole Halo ODST stuff. So I've been trying to figure out what in the world is going on. We knew they were going to do ODST. We knew for the people that purchased it in the launch window, due to all the issues, you're getting it for free. And even though I purchased it outside of the launch window and I still had 4 months of issues, I don't get it. You had to buy it within the first month or something like that, I guess. But supposedly, briefly, as a placeholder date for ODST campaign, it was listed on the Xbox store. And then some people, and basically it was coming out the 29th, which is this Friday. But then it's like, no, it's not. It was just, then they're saying it's just a placeholder. And then if they're testing it and they're doing this and doing that. So what do you guys think? Is it coming out on the 29th and they're just trying to cover their tracks? Or you don't care? ODST? That was fantastic.
ODST that was like the worst Halo game they put out.
Oh, no.
It was. I hated it. I really disliked it. So I don't give a crap
I would say
ODST coming out.
Out of from 3, if you don't include 1 or 2, because 2 was awesome, but the ending was left to be desired. But I guess out of all of them, ODST would be my least favorite because I wasn't a Spartan, but I did like the change. I did like the story and the difference and stuff like that. So. Like, Reach is one of my favorites, but, and I'm pretty sure Reach is going to be coming, the next thing. I think
Reach is the best.
But, so when they release this out to people who aren't getting it for free or are not getting it for free, how much do you think it's going to cost to add it to the Master Chief Collection? Let's take some bets.
I'll say...
Sorry,
I was going to say... I was gonna say that it'll cost $30 and you get a free mount.
$30 would be too
I'm
much.
just thinking, yeah,
I
$30 and a free mount.
Yeah, I was hoping for like $9.99, but Wing, I think I'm probably in line with you. $19.99 is what I think probably
No, yeah,
the
that's
each additional one, and I can't really blame them or fault them for that. You know what I mean? Silent Bob says ODST is underappreciated. It's one of his favorites as well. See, Silent Bob is on my side. Underappreciated.
I think Silent
Yeah.
Bob needs to be silent.
No Silent Bob.
Halo 3 ODST is to Halo as Gears of War Judgment is to Gears of War.
Yeah. I think a lot of Hawk and Gunny Chief both say $20 as well. I
Yeah.
do believe we're probably all on the same page, $19.99. It would be nice that maybe due to the issues for the people that get it for free, or that don't get it for free, maybe this one's $9.99. Because like I said, they did that whole launch window thing, and then they put out some patches, and then a bunch of people bought into it, like myself, and it was still broken for multiple months. So
they're gonna charge you for it, and then like the month leading up to Halo 5 coming out, it'll be games for gold.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, my
So-
thing is I'm not rushing out to buy it. I'm not going to rush out and snag it. I haven't went through the other ones yet. It's more of just like, hey, I have them on my Xbox One, because I am a fan of Halo and 343 and Bungie and those guys. So, but
So this was going to be free for people that bought Master Chief Collection
within the
first,
launch
within
window,
first month, and that was $60 for what, 3 or 4 games?
4.
Four.
One,
Halo
two, three, and
So
four.
it's $15 per back then for $60, right?
Yeah, maybe it's $14.99, maybe it's 15, just to go on.
I would imagine they would bump it up
I don't.
$5.
Well, but then
So
you gotta,
I can see 20 still.
but then you got to think like, oh man, you gave me Halo 4, and even Halo 3. I think was the games for gold at one point in time. But it's like you gave me Halo 4 for $15, but you're going to charge me $20 for ODST.
People are gonna complain no matter what.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining.
No,
you
they
know.
need to make some money at its cost. There's a lot of development that goes into getting that all to work.
I think it's worth just having them all on one single machine. So, yeah, but
Still missing Reach.
yes,
You won't have them all.
yes. Well, Reach is coming. It's got to
Yeah.
come. They can't leave it. It's like, it's like doing something really dumb.
Well, then if
like,
they have to do that, then they have to do Halo Wars.
Well, it's true. Where's that at?
I love
think
Halo Wars.
that is one of my. I'll give an early prediction for E3. That is one of my predictions.
Halo
You
Wars.
think?
Halo Wars 2.
Hmm.
Yep. I think that is going to be a surprise thing that, but yeah, we'll leave that.
What about a
for,
Halo MMO?
No, we don't need it. It's called Destiny. No,
Oh, yeah, it is. It's yeah.
yeah. But yeah, so the thing originally said May 29th, which is Friday. And then it said, no, it's not, but we'll just see. So, but that was that one. Next in line, I believe they said, was it last week that EA revealed the new Need for Speed game? Yeah, last week.
Yeah.
So the 2015 Need for Speed game is going to be called Need for Speed. So no special Need for Speed. And the question here, and this kind of the same question for you guys, is, let's say this is a reboot, and will it capture the original essence of the series? So are they rebooting it to try to bring it back to its roots? And if they are, does that interest you? Were you guys into the Need for Speed games before they started going down the Hot Pursuit and all those?
Well, the original one I loved. It was
Yeah.
fantastic. I mean, for the particular time, because I was working at Circuit City at that time when that thing came out, and I think it was we had a store display for the 3DO, I think. I don't know if you guys remember that system. It was really expensive, but the graphics were pretty darn sweet for the time. And this game just looked amazing. I remember just having fond memories of just playing with the Diablo, I think, just tearing it up. And the graphics in the trailer that they had for the new one just blow it away in comparison. Like the old one just looks like a 20-year-old game.
Yeah.
You know, the original looks like a 20-year-old game. And there's that one trailer with like the shaky cam. Did you guys see that one?
I don't think
You know,
so.
which like the camera like moves all over all the time. You know, like it was just filmed on the street. Somebody's watching the cars go by.
Hmm.
It was done in such a way that it looks almost realistic, just like it was like live footage that somebody did.
Is it like
You know,
Forza
like
5
for a
realistic?
movie.
Forza
Um,
realistic?
I mean, Forza. So, like, to me, the Forzas look really good,
Mhm.
but they don't look 100% natural. You know, because like everything's
Almost
like
like it's
too,
too good,
Too
right?
good?
yeah, it's like it's too clean,
Right.
too crisp,
Mhm.
and actually, here, let me get the video here.
I say I
It's
would play the trailer and watch it, but then the music and
yeah,
audio start pumping through. So,
oh yeah, but it just it looks really good.
yeah.
You know, I don't know how indicative it's going to be, or it is. The trailer is of the actual gameplay, even though it says it's all gameplay video. Um, we'll have to see what it's like.
Is it going to bring you back since you like the first? I remember the first one, and I like the first one as well. And and you have the Forza Horizon and Horizon 2.
Hmm.
Seem to be kind of going. It's almost like they went back. They're not as the Hot Pursuit or the Need for Speed. What were some of the other ones besides Hot Pursuit? Um, but
Yeah, that was the one with
There
the
was the
cop cars,
run,
right?
yeah, what's that, Wing?
the run.
Yeah, but I mean,
What was it?
is
Rivals and
this new one? Because I know you like I know you like the
Underground.
Forza Horizon games. Is this gonna? Are you going to get this one? Are you going to check it out or?
Who, me?
Yeah, either one of. Yeah, I mean, either
I'm
one.
not.
No.
I don't care for the Need for Speed games for
Hmm.
some reason. Not. I've played a few, but like the last one, I thought was the worst. I just. I know a lot of people liked it, but for some reason, I even got
Rivals.
the game because it's part of EA Access
Yeah.
Vault.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I've tried to play it. And I can't. I don't know. I just don't understand what's going on. It's weird.
It's Rivals, right? That's
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
downloaded that as well because of the
And
pass.
I've played like the run, which I thought was okay. I've completed that storyline, so it was enough to get me through to play the whole game.
Hmm.
So, but I don't plan to get any of to get the new one.
For me, I definitely have the nostalgia factor with this game, although I don't think it's going to be a direct port, and so I don't know how much direct nostalgia it would have. But I'm really leery after the last couple of ones just getting received so negatively. I didn't purchase any of them just because of that, and I would be really hesitant to get this one because there's like a magic formula for driving games that some companies seem to hit. So the Forza franchise, I think, has it down. For my tastes in particular, Forza Horizon nails it perfectly, and it's hard for some developers to just find that. You know, because you look at The Crew, look at what was that one that just came out? Project Cars, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, do you guys even know any feedback about that one? Because
Not really.
yeah, it's like, who did anybody even buy it?
No,
I don't
I'm
think
not.
any of us got it.
Nah, I'm not sure. But I mean, it's like
And
I want a oh my gosh, what game am I thinking of? By Criterion.
Burnout.
Burnout.
Burnout, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Burnout.
I was
Those
just
guys
gonna
are
mention
doing
that.
Need for Speed now, though.
Well, then this reboot, if this reboot is those guys, then maybe this. I mean, and what you're talking
Well,
about, Robin.
they made Rivals though.
Well,
That's a Criterion game.
yeah, but the thing is, and what Rob was saying is like with the negative parts of the last couple, is that why they're doing what they're doing? They're rebooting, getting back to the original. Let those guys, work their magic with what they know how to do. It'll be interesting. I'm curious to see how it goes because it's not going anywhere. Need for
It
Speed
needs an
is
identity.
yeah. Need and that's the thing is this is EA. Need for Speed. This is
Yeah.
their driving game. So
And one thing too is that the graphics are cool, but you can still have an amazing driving game, an amazing racing game without state-of-the-art graphics. Like
right.
on the Dreamcast,
That's for me.
one of my most favorite games was San Francisco Rush. And that game, it like the graphics compared to now, I mean it's garbage. You know, it's what 10, 15-year-old dated graphics, but it was an amazing game.
What
The
Rob wants on the
graphics,
Xbox One is the Dreamcast version of Crazy Taxi.
I
no.
thought Rob would want Grid 3.
Come
No.
on, you were a Crazy Taxi guy, weren't you?
Yeah, I liked Crazy Taxi, but it's
You were a Grid guy too, weren't you?
no,
I thought you
Nah, I
liked Grid.
did.
Oh,
That was me.
no.
what was the racing game that you played a lot then, Rob?
San Francisco Rush,
Well, no, I meant like
2049.
I can't remember.
What on the Dreamcast?
No, on the Xbox, on the 360.
I loved the Burnout series.
Well,
I played a lot of that.
I thought there was one that you
The original Forza Horizon.
not that one. I knew you played that one. I thought there was one before that that you played a lot. I thought it was the Grid game. Never mind.
Oh, Blur.
Blur. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Blur
Yeah.
was good.
Yeah. So
See, that's another one. It's like the
Yeah.
graphics don't have to be amazing. The vehicles don't have to be.
Blur was
just-
just fun. I mean, it's just fun.
Blur was just
Yeah,
like
exactly.
arcade style gaming. It was just
Yeah.
it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All this
So
realistic stuff.
there's an element that some of these guys just don't capture, like the crew. The crew, I think, is okay,
It's a fantastic
Yet
idea.
yet it's missing.
Yeah.
It's missing that like magic and key ingredient of an amazing game.
Yeah. Is the crew the one that you could actually like drive across the U.S.?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Because I love the idea of that one, but then they have delays and stuff that kind of just killed them. You know, stopped them in their tracks at that point. And then you have the one that was for the PlayStation. They had a
Gran Turismo.
well, no. The one that they were giving away for free. They had like two different versions. One was given away for free to all their PlayStation Plus people who still haven't gotten it. It was supposed to be a launch title. And then when it launched, it completely blew up in their face, and then it took them a while. Like, that's why they haven't given the other free one out yet. It's because they haven't got the other one working. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It's not. It's similar to the crew. I can't think of it. Maybe somebody in chat nobody knows what I'm talking about. But Drive Club, thanks, Gunny.
Yeah. There you go.
There's that 8-second delay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Drive Club. So, and it was a great idea as well. Like the idea was fantastic. I was like, oh man, that if that game takes off, and it's like, oh no, you guys are getting it for free, and then it's like,
Fox says there's no free version anymore.
hey, as far as I know, they're giving it for free. Sony does not lie.
It's not free. You have to pay for the network.
Yeah, I've
It's
been
free if you go to your friend's house and they hand you the disc.
yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the E3 that supposedly destroyed Xbox when Sony destroyed Xbox with the whole this is how we share games and handing it off. And I want to list I still want to go back and list all of the things that were promised from each company. Each company. You know, I'm not going to show sides or anything. And then find out which ones were actually delivered, which ones weren't delivered, and then which ones weren't, you know, if they weren't, is it because they did something better, or if they just haven't done it yet and just dropped the ball on it? Because I can tell you what, that list of dropping the ball and not delivering on Sony's side is a heck of a lot larger than the one on Xbox side. Because I can tell you Xbox was like, well, they're not doing digital sharing. They're not doing digital DRM, you know, the DRM stuff, because they had to rip it all out.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, our list
Yeah.
Xbox's list could be bigger if you go back to the original vision of what it was supposed to be.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying is, okay,
There's
well,
a lot of stuff missing because of all the whiners out there.
well, yeah, but...
I wish they would have stuck with it. I wish Microsoft would have said,
Yep.
you know what, we're doing what we want to do.
Yeah.
Because I honestly believe that once people got their hands on it, like, you know, we talk about the game sharing.
Mhm.
Right now, I can game share with one person, and it's almost you got to kind of. It's not frowned upon,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and people have contacted support, and support says you can do it, but it's almost like kind of like a backhanded way of trying to share digitally, where the whole intent originally was going to be you were going to share up to 10 friends.
Yeah, family
You
and
know,
friends.
your library would be huge. It's like Rob wouldn't have to buy a game.
Yeah.
You know, we could all of us could have been sharing buy one game
Well,
a year.
I would
and-
have to buy Wolfenstein, right?
Yeah, that would have been year one for the year. I mean, think about how many games you'd have access to because
Oh, for
like,
sure,
I bought
yeah.
Elder Scrolls that you two could play it.
Yep.
You know, Braun buys NHL hockey, and Rob and I could have played it without having to buy it. And
And then
You
I
know-
could play Neverwinter without buying it. Oh wait,
Yes. No, you're right, and that's
Yeah.
one of my other E3 predictions was that they're going to reintroduce that in some fashion because the way they ripped it out, and I've said this 100 times, the way they ripped it out was the wrong way of ripping it out. If they didn't want to have the always online thing, they should have just said, you put the disc in, and if you're not online, it'll ask for the disc. If you don't have the disc, then sorry, you can't play the game because you can't complain at that point because that's what you have now. You know, but yes, all the whining and stuff like that, you know, that's you know, that'd be on the list of, okay, Xbox didn't deliver this because they had to deliver this other thing so people could trade in their games. But I want to go in back and do that list because I'm telling you, you know, between the, you know, PlayStation, whatever it is where you can play their games, you can rent their games or play them, stream them or whatever. I know that's been released, but I don't think it's went anywhere. You know, the Drive Club going out for free, and I just read an article that and I'm not I don't mean to bash on Sony or anything here, but their
I should do it
their
anyways.
CEO just came out and said, hey, they know their 2015 first-party games is very lackluster, but they're going to try to do something else to support, you know, the brand, and that 2016 is going to be the year of investment or something like that, or 2015 is the year of investment. And I'm sitting there going, you don't say that to your customers. I know they're selling, you know, far more consoles than the Xbox, you know,
I still don't understand that.
millions and
Because-
millions more. But
Oh yeah, I think it's more than double. But I don't
yeah.
understand that when the people I know that have a PlayStation 4 will tell me it collects dust. There's nothing
Right.
to play. They play on Xbox One, and it's just like how can Sony still be churning that many out? It's just got to be cost.
Yeah.
Plain and simple money. That's what it comes down to. But
Well, the Xbox is $50 cheaper than the PlayStation 4 right now.
and I think a lot of it has
And-
to do with
and we need. I don't know why we're not catching up, or why I keep saying we. Like
Right.
I'm an Xbox and Microsoft employee. I don't know why Microsoft isn't catching up.
I think
You know,
they
we
will.
had 1 month where like, oh, they were the number one in North America.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but it needs to be the worldwide. It's not, you know, people are like, you know, they were, yeah, we're number one. I was like,
Mhm.
wow, one time in 2 years and only in the US. That's not worth getting all excited about.
Right,
guys.
right. Yeah,
You
I
know?
agree. It's and that's where, you know, even if you go back to the previous console, the 360 and PS3, like the 360 outsold the PS3 like 30 something months in a row. It was like almost 3 years in a row or something like that. But yet the PS3 actually passed the 360 in sales. You know, I mean, it's just it's going to
It took
happen.
a long time.
Yeah, and I imagine it's going to happen the other way too, because eventually, if everybody on the world owns a PS4 and they've sold 50 million or something like that, eventually, they're going to sell one, two a month, or something like that. So I imagine it'll change. Yeah, I think after this E3, it's going to change because they're going to come out and Xbox will be like, okay, we got these 6 games coming out. Exclusives coming out, this year, and then Sony's
sounds
gonna
like
say
it sounds like they took Tomb Raider. They mentioned it
timed
last year
exclusive.
that no, that's not what's being said now. It is
Since
being
what?
stated that it was just talked about, was it last week, that Microsoft, this is a Microsoft exclusive all the way now. Sony is not getting the game. That is the word.
I
Now, if
was
that
listening to Game Scoop
Holds
and
to
they
be
said
true,
timed
that
exclusive.
would be pretty amazing.
Hmm.
No, well, Phil Spencer said timed exclusive last year when they announced it.
Okay.
because he announced it initially as exclusive to Xbox One. And then it was like after their press briefing and he was talking to the people at E3, he said, well, it is a timed exclusive and they wouldn't give any information out. And then I believe it was this past week, I think it was an Xbox site in Australia. So it was like an official Xbox site. Somewhere it was posted that it is a official exclusive. Or no, it was Twitter. I gotta find that story, dude, because it was like confirmed by one of Microsoft's, I think their Twitter, that Sony's not getting it. It was very clear in the comments that this is now an Xbox only title.
All right. Yeah.
So
and the one thing is for anybody out there. I know we have people that play both platforms. You may not be getting it in 2015, but you're going to probably have one heck of a 2016. You know what I mean? I do not want these, like, the rules to be reversed next year. I don't want Xbox to have, like, burn through everything this year and then next year be, like, just like Sony is this year. You know what I mean? We have to have games for next year, and I think we do. We'll probably have Crackdown and a couple other ones. But it's like, I do not want to be reversal next year. Like, we should not, no console or company should have a console out and not have games come out with it. And I tell you what, I keep saying it, don't sit there and say, well, but you got a bunch of indie games. I could care less. And I know a lot of people like indie games, and I do like some indie games. We have one that we're going to talk about later as far as was released. It's out now. I think everybody should go get. But, I didn't buy a $400 or $500 console for indie games. If my games I pay for $5 a pop, I don't need a $500 console to play those. So I want big games. So
okay, so I found the info. It was Xbox Australia. They said an update. They said we can't update the image, but Forza 6 should be added here as Xbox One exclusive. And for those wondering, Rise of the Tomb Raider will be Xbox exclusive, not timed exclusive, but exclusive. But then just yesterday, Phil Spencer spoke up to clear up the confusion regarding the status of this, and he said, but that doesn't seem to be accurate. Let's see. Oh, wait. Not timed exclusive. Okay, so, yeah, but... Oh, he says, there has been no change to our deal on Tomb Raider. Same as before when I answered timed. In another tweet, he said, we are working with Crystal Dynamics on Tomb Raider to make it a great on Xbox's holiday. That's our goal and 100% of our focus. So,
yeah.
But it was like an official Xbox Twitter account that stated that it was. But so who freaking knows?
Yeah, Hawk has a good thing. Yeah, he wants to save it for E3.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. They're going to just say it's timed until then. So, and it is published by Microsoft.
Right.
So it seems to me that, yeah, this could very well come on out and be exclusive for us only.
Right. No, I mean, and Mass Effect was, published by Microsoft, and I guess Mass Effect 1, did it eventually come out?
It eventually came out on, well, no, not all of them, right? Mass Effect 2, I think, eventually did.
2 and 3
and
did,
they had
for sure.
Yeah, they had to, for the second one, they had to do they added some quick decision thing at the beginning, like, what you would do to get your decisions in because you never played Mass Effect 1.
All right.
So, but we'll see.
Yeah. Cool. Well, that's it for that one. That was a good discussion. Need for Speed goes into that. So the last one.
Okay, can I start this one?
Yes, I was gonna tell you to start with what your email. So
okay, so I don't remember I don't even remember where I was, but I was looking at my email and I'd gotten this new email. Had come in. Let me see if I kept it. I can't remember if I did. I probably have deleted it by now. Oh no, here it is. So I get this email. It says 2K newsletter. The Advent administration welcomes you. So I'm like, oh, it must be 2K Games or something. So I open it up, and it's kind of a really neat, very image friendly email. It says, your future starts now. We are thrilled to share all the exciting Advent news with you. It's a wonderful time to be alive. Stay up to date with all the latest news right here. and it goes on, and there's this video of like the world is building a bright future together, and then all of a sudden it gets all weird, and it says you can see it's the Advent lies in it. It's like, so I was like, what the heck is that? So I keep scrolling down, and then there's like pictures of happy people, and all of a sudden it's like the signal's getting hacked, and it says millions are missing, and
Yeah.
it just kind of, I was like,
We are
what
here.
is
We are here.
this?
We are here. We are here. We are here. It's like we are watching. We are watching. We are watching.
Yeah, so I was watching, and then so I'm like, it really caught my interest. I mean, I'm out and about on my phone, and I was like, what the heck is this? This looks weird. So it really drew me in. So then I forwarded it to YouTube and said, hey, check this out. This looks pretty bizarre. So then I came home and actually got on the website, or opened up the email and actually went to their site, and it just got crazier from there. And I'm just like, what the heck is this? Obviously it's like a viral marketing campaign for a game, but it was just it was so just, I'm like, wow, I don't know. Yes. For me, it was just like, what is this?
Score.
This was the coolest marketing thing I have seen for a game in a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what did you guys think when I sent you that email?
I went to the site. I thought I think it's pretty awesome. Like, there's one. It's like, sign up for the Advent waiting list and newsletter. But when you mouse over, it's got like the red skull, and it says sign up at your own peril. And it's like people are missing. We are still here. We are watching. We are still watching. It was crazy. I'm like, man, this is kind of freaky. Scrolling through here. But there's one. It's like, you scroll down, and it's like, like you said, the happy people and stuff like that. But as you scroll down a little bit further, it says like, missing since, this person's been missing and this person's been missing. But it's interesting. It reminds me of this type of game here. It almost reminds me of oh my gosh, what was it called? It was by EA, and it was like early 2000s.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
I think I mentioned it. The Majestic.
Yes,
that was. What I don't
think that was EA though.
Yeah, it was EA.
Was it?
Because
I remember being at a Home Depot and getting a phone call.
Oh my gosh, I got one at 1 o'clock in the morning.
What the heck was? I forgot. It was the game calling me.
Yeah. So and what it was, what shut it down was 9/11. It was a monthly subscription. That game was before its time. If that came out now, it would be great. And I think I wish they would bring it back. But maybe something like this is like that. But yeah, I forgot to set my time zone. I had my time zone as Pacific time, so my phone call came at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't answer it. It left a voicemail, and it's like, "Hey, it's me." And there's like this person talking to me, and then you had like this special hack website, and it looked like it was hacked to show you all these files and stuff, and it was really cool. But when I saw this wing, that was the first thing that went through my mind was Majestic. And
yep,
I was like,
same thing here.
funny. Hopefully this is something that stretches out to, because with our iPhones and stuff now, it could be just an app there, and I really think that game was ahead of its time. But you could probably go back and look for it and see what it was all about. But yeah, that's what I hope. It's something like that. So
yeah, and it's like you click. I just actually did the sign up myself. Yeah, it's sign up at your own peril.
Yeah,
and it's like you just look at these people happy, and then all of a sudden the screen gets all weird, and it's like the Advent is the enemy, and it's like they're showing you this beautiful world, and it's obviously not that way. So
yeah, if you're watching the stream right now, you'd see our background is the city, that they had for the Advent.
The site is adventfuture.org.
Yes.
I will. Oops. I was going to post that in the. Here we go.
So yeah,
check out adventfuture.org. It's viral game. We don't know what the game is yet.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to hear something about it at E3.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild. If you can also check out our Facebook group, there's a link posted there.
What
on the Twitter as well.
Did it mention who the developer was? Other than 2K?
It's I think the email had it at the bottom. Let me double check. Oops, that's the wrong one.
Yeah, it says stay tuned for a full announcement come E3. Because my thing is, I was hoping they wouldn't like show the developer. Because would you just lose your mind if they came out and said it's Rockstar?
I think it was Take Two. It was Take Two, I believe. That's because it's 2K, but it's Take Two. I remember seeing Take Two somewhere. Was involved with this.
Well, that's good. Take Two Interactive.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm trying to remember what
they're
they
the
did.
ones. They're actually they're like the parent level, aren't they? Of 2K. Because Rockstar is a part of Take Two, and 2K is a part of Take. Yeah, they're Take Two's labels is Rockstar and 2K. So it could be any developer really at this point in time. We'll have to see actually who the developer is. Because I mean, you got Rockstar makes Max Payne and those things, and Red Dead, and I mean everybody knows who Rockstar is. But it'd be really cool if it was them. So, but yeah, we'll have to see. But I'm excited to hear more. It really got me, and I'm hoping it wasn't like what's the one that Ubisoft made with all
Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs. I'm hoping it's not like almost not a ripoff, but a copy of Watch Dogs or something like that. I'd really like it to see something that stretches out to your phone and your email and something like those, not viral games, but that type of, what's those type of games called? Where you actually, it's like real life, you're actually taking part in it.
Alternate reality or whatever.
Yeah.
AR.
So.
Yeah. And it is Take Two, because if you go to the very bottom of their website,
Mm-hmm.
hit the terms of service, it takes you to the Take Two Interactive Software Incorporated Terms of Service page.
Yeah. Yeah, and Take Two, like I said, they're like the parent company of 2K and like Rockstar.
Right.
So, but yeah, looks really cool. I mean, yeah. Any speculations? Do you want to?
I don't know. It's really hard to try to figure out what it would be for a game.
Right.
I don't know, Rob. Have you had any thoughts on that?
I mean, the thing I think of immediately when I've seen everything about this game is it makes me think of like Blade Runner, dystopia, utopia kind of thing,
Like a BioShock.
Yeah, sort of.
People have mentioned
Just
that,
not underwater.
Like maybe it's the next BioShock. I don't think it would be that, because I think this is going to be a brand new IP. I think if it was BioShock, I would almost think that they're going to just, even what we're seeing in the little, the image, like our background there, it just doesn't have a BioShock look to it.
Yeah. What's let's say the developer for the original BioShock? Which one was that? I can't think of who that was. But yeah, I don't know. It was a pretty good teaser. That's all I have to say. I mean, it's got a lot of people talking and a lot of people wondering what in the world it is. And
I mean, just based on your guys' reaction, I think it was a very successful marketing campaign.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I think it lures you in a little bit into the ambience isn't the right word for it, but it gives you a taste and it sets the stage for the game somewhat, because I mean it makes you want to know more and it kind of creeps you out a little bit,
Yeah,
very well
people
done.
are missing, and then there's pictures of like a kid with his tongue out catching raindrops, and all of a sudden it's like gone and it's missing so many days, and yeah, it's just such a weird sight,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really stoked to see what comes of this.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up something real quick while you're.
The Advent is lying to you. I mean, it could be something maybe it'll be something like a Crackdown or a game like Brink, or wasn't Brink wasn't that kind of the premise of that game, if I recall, where like there was like a good, clean society and some people were either in or out, and wasn't that Brink? I'm pretty sure that's the game I'm thinking of. So I don't know, maybe it's something like that where, who knows?
Yeah, Irrational Games is who made BioShock, and it's funny that they started hiring again November 24th last year. Well, this game would have to be in development for. And here's the other thing: is when do we think? Okay, so they're teasing this. When do we think it comes out?
2018. Maybe
To torture
2017 if we're lucky. Oh, when it comes out, 2018, but they're going to tell you 2017 is the release date.
Well, see, now we're getting into they should have just never even mentioned it.
Right.
Because now I'm excited, and I can tell you, for 3 years, I'm not going to be excited. I'm going to be excited for 6 months. So, I mean, I know they'll talk about it at E3. If they say this year, maybe early next year, that's one thing. Don't tell me next holiday or the holiday after that. I mean, that's just, you should have saved it for next E3 if that's the case. People have to learn about overhyping these games. So, yeah. I mean,
but it's all driven by investors, dude. It's all money. Yeah. That's the thing. They hype this up to get interest in it. It drives stock prices up. Yeah. And it lines their pockets. I mean, that's what we gotta. What's the world we live in? So,
but this is like I said. This is Take-Two. They own Rockstar. Like, how many more millions of dollars do they need right now? They have freaking GTA. I mean, and even GTA only hypes for a year. GTA only hyped for a year.
Maybe this will come out within a year. Maybe it's holiday next year.
Yeah.
If the company's got a good track record of not doing that, then maybe this is all planned, and maybe we'll see it next year.
Cool.
Or maybe we'll just be pleasantly surprised.
It's coming out.
And Major Nelson will post that it releases tomorrow. Now available on live.
Maybe it'll be announced as an Xbox exclusive, and they'll say available now online.
It's an indie title.
Yeah.
All right. Either way,
on the indie store, which isn't an indie store anymore.
Yeah, very cool. I'm definitely excited.
And I would be very excited if this game actually came with an advent calendar with lots of little chocolates in there.
So moving on. We'll hit the community. So that's all we had for topics. Good roundtable. And what we have today for community, before we start, you're part of the community. If you want to show off that you're part of the community, go to cafepress.com/thisxboxlife. You can catch all the cool, items that we have there with our logo and everything that you can show off that you are a fan. And, all right. So, our community, multiple ways to get a hold of us. One way is by sending us a voicemail. Go to thisxboxlife.com, click on send voicemail on the right-hand side, follow the prompts, put in your voice, and we will put you on the show. You'll hear yourself in all your wonderful glory. And we'll answer your questions, too. We won't just play and leave you. We'll answer your questions. We do not have any voicemails today. You can send us an email at contact@thisxboxlife.com, which we did get 2 emails from the same person for the same topic, just worded a little different. So I picked one of them, and I'll let Rob read it now.
All right. So this is from SithLord66. And writes in, hey guys, got a question for you. Do you remember the days when we had a new demo for all the games that came out? All the time, for everything. Yeah, I do too. My actual question is, where are all the demos on the One? This really stinks and leaves me frustrated. Thanks, SithLord66.
Yeah, I know with all the arcade games and everything like that, they had to have a demo. Then, larger games or whatever started coming out with demos. I don't think there's anything preventing people from putting a demo on Xbox One. They do have some, but it isn't everything out there. I really do think, though, with the digital world that we're coming to, they're probably going to have to put more of those out there. So, but it is a little frustrating. How many are there?
There's something out there. There's a demo out there right now for a game called Ride. I didn't even know that was a game on the Xbox One. But yeah, there's stuff in there. Yeah. So go go to the game store, select games, right bumper over. Let me see. Let me do this. So you hit games. It puts you in the game store. Go right bumper one time, and then go to the bottom, and you'll see new game demos, and then you can expand the list from there. But there's stuff like Ride, Shiftlings, Bladestorm, Nightmare, Lego Batman, Forza Horizon 2, Scream Ride, which is on sale right now. And there is some stuff there. There's not much considering. Let's see how many are here. So there's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. There's like 22.
Yeah.
And it's so he's right. I mean,
Yeah.
22 in what, a year and a half?
Yeah.
Or almost 2 years of this console is pretty lame.
Yeah.
I agree. I think they need demos. In a digital world, every game should be required to have a demo because if the game stinks, you can't get your money back. You can't do anything with it. Like Shadow of Mordor. How about $60? Nothing I can do about it.
Who made Shadow of Mordor?
Sell the game. Do what?
Who published that one?
I don't know.
Wasn't EA? Because I know EA has said they have their guaranteed whatever. I think you got like 2 weeks or something like that. I know they did that for their digital games on the Origin.
Published by Warner Brothers.
Oh, okay. So yeah, and I mean, like I said, with the digital world coming, like you just said, it's they have to have them. Like ESO, where's the ESO demo? They could have an ESO.
Oh, I
demo.
so wish they would have had one out.
Yeah. So, but all right.
I always think of that one guy. I forgot what company he was from, but remember, because I know we talked about it on the show, where that one guy said in some conference about how they won't do demos because then they can't sell as many games. Do you guys remember that?
What is he saying? Is like as a negative, because people will try it out and not like it instead of buying it and then not liking it.
Yeah.
But that's horrible. If somebody if a company does that,
I'm not going to do a demo because people will know my game sucks and I'll go broke.
If I'm a developer of a game and I do that, guess what happens to my second game? Nobody buys it because my first game stinks. It's like, you can't tick off everybody. I don't even think, that'd be worth it. But all right. Well, Sith Lord 66, thank you for the email. We appreciate it. Hopefully we answered your question.
Man. We're with you.
Yep. A couple other ways to get a hold of us. We have Twitter, twitter.com/thisxboxlife. And our main form of communication with our community, lots of conversations this week. Oh my gosh. It's like I opened up my app and it was like 14 new conversations going on. Is our group on Facebook, and that is facebook.com/groups/thisxboxlife. Anything big out of the Facebook group that we want to talk about in here before?
If you're looking to get Elder Scrolls, Old Man from Mars has posted out 2 links that will give you kind of an idea, maybe there's like a build calculator if you want to look into, how to build out a character ahead of time or what options are out there. He posted some nice stuff out there. So, cool. And just, hey, if you got questions, you want to play a game with people from the community, just feel free to post in there.
Yes.
So it's a good group of people.
Hey, Mr. Prescott, I said I wanted to play Hardline, and I sent you messages, and you left me alone. So, but I will try again. We will hook up sometime and play a game.
I found that thing. I found that thing, by the way. It was from back in February 2013. Shell Games CEO and some analyst, Jesse Shell, he basically said releasing a demo of your game before launch can kill your sales. And he argued against releasing demos.
And you said he's a CEO? He was a CEO of a company?
Yeah.
Okay. Scroll down a little bit where it talks about him getting fired.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's like 2 links down. Guy fired after dumb comment. Don't do this. But all right. Another thing is Xbox Live messages. Did you guys have any messages from anybody with anything?
Not for the show.
All right. I did not either. all right. So, I checked the list. There wasn't anything out there, but I did remember. I remembered a post about this one game here on the Xbox One. So, Rob, take it away.
So this week, Rogue Legacy is out for the Xbox One.
Yep.
And it's on sale too, right?
Yes, you can get it on sale. It's originally $14.99. I think you can get it for $11.99 if you're a gold member. Are you guys familiar with Rogue Legacy?
Nope.
Okay. So it's like a dungeon, not a dungeon game. I guess a dungeon game. If I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody. You're like a character, so you're running through, and if you get killed,
Really?
well,
You play as a character?
yes,
Whoa.
like a little knight.
That's so beyond its time.
And your whole thing is to get through a castle. And as you're going through the castle, if you get killed, then what happens is something happens where like you're a descendant. Like you're a descendant of you takes like some of your attributes, but there's a new one that comes out, and then you can either spend gold to start where that character died, or you start all over at the beginning of the castle. But the thing is like each time you die, it's like a descendant of you comes out, and like some of the characteristics of that character change.
Yeah, it says like each child's unique. So one could be colorblind, while another could be dyslexic.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
Yeah. So yeah, and they talked about the game as, I have it on my wish list on my Steam, but I haven't gotten it yet. But yeah, I didn't realize it was coming out for the Xbox One. But that post I read, it was like, it's out now, and I was like, oh, okay.
Also today, a post was made. Game of Thrones episode 4, Sons of Winter, is now available as of today, I guess. So, I saw require the original game though.
Yeah, I saw that Rogue Legacy was released, so I'm like, ooh, Rogue. I immediately got excited because of the old Rogue game that came out forever ago. And I pulled up the video for this, and I'm like, oh. I closed the video and never looked back.
Well, it's funny because when I think of this game, I think of it's a game Rob would like.
No.
You don't know unless you try it. Maybe they didn't put out a demo, so you have to buy it.
I don't have it. I don't. Yeah.
So, but if there was any games prior,
I would buy a mount.
You have to buy it so that you can find out what's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Mark pre-ordered ESO. If anybody else wants to pre-order games or purchase games, Rob, where should they do it?
That's a very good question, Brun, and I've got the answer. You can go to Amazon.com, but just make sure to use this Xbox Life affiliate link. And you can find that on our webpage. Go to thisxboxlife.com, and then at the top right of the sidebar, right at the top of the page there, click the Amazon link. It'll take you to Amazon. Then you can search to your heart's content and get whatever you want. It does not have to be Xbox related. Just make sure to go to that link each and every time you go to Amazon.
You can buy me anything you want.
Yes.
So, send it to
Car
me
parts, aquarium filters.
Yeah, send it to me as a gift. So, all right. That's it. Do you guys have anything else?
Negative.
No?
Nope.
I want to go eat dinner.
You want to go eat dinner? All right. Everybody, we got to go right now because Wing's got to go eat dinner.
Hungry.
He's hungry.
So, yeah, he's going to go eat dinner, and it's almost Thursday for me.
Yeah.
So.
And I got to go outside with a flashlight to see if the landscaping dudes cut my cable.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Oh, I'd be so mad.
Oh, yeah.
One more thing. Hi, Fair Power. Welcome.
Sorry, we're getting the show.
We're getting ready to go. Couple announcement. Wednesdays, like tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is when we are streaming now. So
we got to announce that at the beginning of the show.
Please come and join us. Yes, Fair Power is the man from the future.
Yeah,
it is Thursday, guys.
He's just waking up.
So, but all right, I think that's it. We're done. I'm trying to find out what I have to click on next. So, all right, guys. Everybody, thanks for coming. I'm Brun BJ Swick 33.
I'm Rob, also known as Presar. Thanks for listening, everybody.
I'm Mark, aka Wingman709, taking off.